What's going on? It's your boy Hellcat. Who out there at 12:30 a.m. going into Monday? Check in with your boy Hellcat. I want to show y'all these flirt poles. Who out there? Check in with me. I want to give y'all a little lesson on flirt pole. Flirt pole morning. It's a.m. It's after 12, so it's the morning over here in South Carolina. A.m. Flirt pole, flirt pole. Who want to list? Who want to talk flirt poles? Who want to talk flirt poles? How you use your flirt pole? How you use your flirt pole? I want y'all to ask me a question. Ask me why I got these flirt poles like this. What's the meaning of the short one? Does that little one mean it's for puppies? What does that little flirt pole mean? Got the little tie at the end. What does that little flirt pole mean? Is this for the giant dogs? What's this? This one is, okay, you got 3 feet, 3.5 feet. This one is 6'5". Is there a meaning for these two? What's the meaning for these two different sizes? Oh, this one for little dogs, or that one is just for big dogs? Flirt pole, flirt pole. Who want to talk flirt poles? I got a meaning for it. What y'all think? What y'all think? Flirt pole, flirt pole. Come into Hellcat Live chat. Come into Hellcat Live. I got an interesting topic. Interesting topic. Come into Hellcat Live chat. The live. Yeah, what y'all think about these flirt poles? What you think? Is this one just for puppies? Is it for puppies? Is the big one for the big dogs? Come on, who gonna check in? Who gonna check in about flirt poles? Flirt pole, flirt poles. Who gonna check in? See, this one's 6'5". What's the meaning for that one? You see this one? 3'5", 3.5 feet, 6.5 feet. What's the meaning for this little guy? Puppies? How you use your flirt poles? How you use your flirt poles? Check in with Hellcat. Check in with Hellcat. How you use your flirt poles? Got an interesting topic going on with these flirt poles. They ain't just for show. They ain't just for running. You gotta have a specific use of why you use them. You gotta have a specific use for why you use and feed your dog anything. That's what it is. You just don't throw it down there because no, you know what it's doing. Anytime you do something with your dog, you gotta know the cause and effect. You know why you do it, and then after you've done it, you want to see the results of it, whether negative or positive. These right here, there's a reason why you use a flirt pole. It's a reason why. It's not just for show. It look nice on video, but your dog gotta be benefiting. Your dog gotta be benefiting from the workout. Flirt pole, flirt pole. Who wanna talk flirt poles? 4 minutes in. 4 minutes in. Who wanna talk flirt poles? Somebody up. Who up? Who up? 6'5" flirt pole, 3 foot flirt pole. Who want to talk flirt poles? Jump in. Jump on the live. I want to see what your thoughts are and what you think about and how you use your flirt poles. Perfect workout for a dog. Excellent for building stamina, for building power, for building athleticism. Perfect. And they make the dog just look good. Every time you step, you see every muscle from doing these type of workouts. Flirt pole, spring pole, treadmill. Just having your dog just run wide open if you could somewhere. keeping them running ever since they puppies too, man. You just gotta have 6 weeks old puppies. If you could go somewhere where it's open, where no dogs be at, or if you got a backyard, just let them walk. Let them walk behind you. Build up them lungs and that structure. Flirt poles. Who want to talk flirt poles? 3 foot, 3.5 foot flirt pole right here, and the long one, made for greatness kennels. I love the flirt. It's all around. Yeah, it is. It definitely is. Shout out to that. Yep. It's an all around workout. And then it's all about how you use it, bro. How you got it's a specific way. It's a specific way you use it. See this one right here, the short one. See, somebody might automatically think, like I said, like this is for puppies because it's little, but it's not. This right here is for, just quick pops where the dog turn quick and short, and you make it all kind of quick stop and goes. This more for athleticism, where you keeping it short and keeping them turning and twisting fast. That's what this one is for. And see that then the longer one is for like longer distances out, way out. So now when you twisting in, you got him trotting. He's trotting now, and he's trotting. Yeah, he turning, but not as quick. You know what I'm saying? So you got him doing. Yeah, that's the purpose on the long one. But I'm gonna be showing some dogs using it though. I'm gonna be using it on some dogs soon. Yep, I'll be using them on the dogs. What y'all think about the flirt pole, man? How you use them? How you use your flirt pole? That's a perfect combination right there. 3.5 foot, 6.5 feet. Flirt pole. Yep. Well, thanks everybody that's stopping by though. Appreciate y'all coming to check out Hellcat on the live. I don't go live much, but this is just an interesting topic I thought I put out. Like I said, like Made for Greatness said, Made for Greatness kennels. It's all about. It's a all about. It's an all around workout. Beautiful thing. Yes, sir. Flirt pole, flirt pole. Yep. 6.5 feet, 3 feet. And at the end of the day, you could use either one of them for puppies. It really don't make a difference because you know what kind of workout you're giving them. If you want to do the shorts or you want to do the long range with the big boy. Yo, that's one of the oh man on the incline. It's a beautiful thing too. You're right, man. I got some videos with my dog on the hill. I love letting my dogs run up and down the hill on the hillside. Yeah, made for greatness kennels. Yep, that hill boy. That's something. That's something proper. That's one of the cheapest workouts you could do for your dog. Letting them, with a flirt pole and letting them run up that hill. Beautiful thing. You for you and your dog. Yep. I live in the low country, so it ain't no hills over here. But I found some hills maybe about 30 minutes away from me. And once a week, on the weekends, even Saturday or Sunday, I drive over there to let the dogs run up the hill. No, no, no. I don't use both the same day. Nah, I use one day and one the next. No, I switch it up. Yeah, I switch it up. Sometimes I may go a week where I do like I do it 3 times a week. So I may use the same length for 3 days out of the week, and then the following week I may do the short guy for 3 days and just switch it back like that. You know what I'm saying? And then I go off and on. I can just keep it fun for them and keep it. That's what seemed to work for me. Yep. But nah, I definitely don't do it the same day. Yep, because especially when I do when you're on the hill, I do it for about maybe 15 minutes so they don't get bored, man. I do it for about 15 minutes. Then I take it in 15 minutes. Yep. Cause you know you gotta give them that rest. And a nice little rub down. Yep, man. Big brother of the flirt pose. Yeah, I picked up on this just trialing, just through my experiences with the dogs and trial and error and just trying to, like I said, I ain't trying to reinvent the wheel. The flirt pole itself is a great product. So you just want to try to add your little spin to it, and what works best for you. So that's what I think I did by having two separate sizes. But there might be somebody out there that do it like that. I don't know. But I know this is what led me to that. I never was taught this method. I never was taught it. I just learned it hands on, and this is the end result of these two type of flirt poles. Hit me up if you want one. Yeah. Hey, Made for Greatness Kennels. How long you been owning American Pit Bull Terriers? Any of my people that's on online, how many years y'all been owning American Pit Bull Terriers? Bernard Brickett, thanks, man. Yeah, did you hear the breakdown, Bernard? Did you hear the breakdown on how I said these are supposed to be used? Made for Greatness. I really like to stay away from the jumping. You know what I'm saying? Well, sometimes if I got a weight collar on them, I might make them jump, and that's another thing too. Alternate days. Some days when I'm doing the short one right here, when I'm doing the short one, I like to use the weight collar when I'm doing the short one. That's another thing I'm gonna add. But you could really use the weight collar either way, you know. But the jumps, I like to stay away from the jumps because like I said, even though these dogs is real athletic, shit happens, man, and I don't think the risk is worth the the reward. Cause but I like them jumping though. I like them like I got a bench that I put the weight collar on and have them just go back and forth and yeah. But as far as with the flirt pole, I like to keep them running low to the ground with their face as low as possible and making quick sharp turns. Oh, okay. Yo, made for greatness. So you said since I was six, since you were six. So how old are you now? 7. How old are you now? I had to joke with you with that one. He said since he was 6. Okay. Oh, so Bernard, you didn't hear me. So basically, what this is like these flirt poles right here, right? These like you might look at the little one and automatically think it's for puppies, but these are for puppies and adults. So this little one right here is this is a 3.5 foot flirt pole right here. And see everything you do with these dogs, whether it's feeding them, whatever, it has to be a purpose. You just can't do it because you've seen it on YouTube or whatever. It got to be a purpose so you can maximize the workout and get the best results for your dog. So this right here, when you dealing with this 3.5 foot one, I like to do short, quick turns. Real short. Move it from side to side in the dog, especially the puppies. They running close to you. Put it over there, run it. This is more of an athletic. Yeah, quicker move it. Right, right. There you go. This is more of an athletic type of response. Oh, yeah, this is more of an athletic type of thing. Going now, when you get the long boy, that's more of a aerobic. This is no, that's more of an anaerobic, and this is more of a aerobic. So it's long way out, and he taking longer strides. I ain't got it to the fullest, but shoot, that bad boy go all the way out there. But you won't have it this high. But you swinging it. So now he getting a real, you know, aerobic type of workout. So that's the purpose of this one. Yep. So that's the I mate for greatness 44. You're a young boy. Blessings to you, bro. Yeah, man. But that's the purpose of the two the two flirt poles. How y'all use flirt poles? What size is the length? You like shorter, longer, midway? Like how many feet your flirt poles are? Like I said, that one is 3.5, and this one is 6'5". Yeah, anybody watching? What y'all think of the flirt pole, yo? The workout. What what uh what y'all think of the flirt pole? It's an interesting topic, and on how to use it. What you think? What you think about my scenario on the use of a flirt pole? What you think about that? Yep, quick reflexes. Yes, sir. Yeah. Yep. What bloodlines y'all currently feeding? What bloodlines? Made for greatness. What bloodlines you feeding over there? Bernard Brickett. What bloodlines you feeding? Nobody want to give a shout out on the bloodlines they feeding, on the dogs they feeding? What dogs y'all feeding? What dogs y'all feeding? Oh, okay. That's what's up. Oh, okay. Jeep and Eli. True that. True that. Jeep and Eli. Hey, but one thing when you learn the longer one made for greatness is more of a it's more of a like you got to get to learn how to control it. But once you learn how to control it, yo, you definitely reap the benefits. Yep. 'Cause it was awkward for me in the beginning until I really learned it, and you know, you got to make the equipment work itself. You can't fight the equipment, and that's what I was doing when I first came up with it and was doing it. I was more like fighting it instead of just flowing with it. Once you flow with it, and you got to be like you got to become one with the piece of equipment you holding. It has to be almost like an extension of your arm. And that's how you get the max. That's how you maximize the results and make the equipment an extension of you. You know. So it's like you swinging your arm and you moving it all kind of ways. I'm telling you, that's a nice workout. And then you start doing it with the opposite hand, and so you and your dog be getting a workout. Yep. Short and long, short and long. So I see I got more people in the building. So I'm doing a flirt pole. I'm doing a flirt pole thing. I'm talking about flirt poles, right? We talking flirt poles, and I got two different variations in sizes. This one here is 6'5", and that one is 3'5", maybe 3 feet. I think that's 3 feet. And most people will see the little one and automatically think it's for the puppies, but it's actually for puppies and adults. So this one is more for like athleticism. This little guy right here. This is more like for athleticism. And this one is more aerobic right here, for wind. You know, this one is more aerobic for aerobic workout because it's way out and you're moving it in a way where he's doing a lot more trotting and opening up his legs more, and you switch it, even though he is turning, but he's not turning at that quicker rate. He's still spinning and stuff. And you still, and like, I was talking about dogs jumping. To me, there's no, you know, I'm not into fighting dogs or nothing, but only thing jumping does sound like if you jumping out the box. I'm not training no dog to jump out no box if I was into that. Okay, Eli Red Boy. What's that, stew flour? Made for greatness? Eli Red Boy Stew. STU. What bloodlines y'all feeding out there? What bloodlines y'all got on the yard? To my people that's online with Hellcat, what bloodlines? What's your favorite piece of conditioning equipment? Yeah, I appreciate it, Maurice. Thanks, man. That means a lot. What up, Maurice? What up, Hellcat? Really good channel, brother. I enjoy your work. Yo, man, without y'all, it wouldn't be possible, man. So y'all make me come to work. Appreciate it, Maurice. Yes, sir. Yo, Maurice, what bloodlines you feeding? And like I was saying, when you use this equipment, right, you got to make this an extension of your arm. This right here, when you're using these, making an extension of your arm, and then learn to control it. And once you get that down pat, you're gonna really know how you're gonna maximize the results of one of these flirt poles. Whether you're using one of mine or somebody else's, always make the equipment an extension of your arm. Oh, yes, sir. Made for greatness. Yep, yep. Yeah, man, I'm glad. What y'all think about my channel, man? What y'all think about the Hellcat channel, man? What y'all think about it? Even if you don't like it, if you're just passing by and just hear me talking, whatever, let me see what this dude talking about. What you think about my channel? And what you think I should do different? I need some feedback from y'all. That's how I'm gonna keep it going. I need some feedback from my followers. Yeah, yep. True that. On the bully son, Maurice. True that. Back in the day. When was back in the day? Yo, I got started in these dogs in 1983. I got my first puppy. When did you get your first dog? When you got first introduced to the American Pit Bull Terrier? Anybody want to jump in on that question? When did you get introduced to the American Pit Bull Terrier? Yo, I appreciate it. I try to keep it going with the interviews, bro. Yep. I got some good stuff coming up. Got you with the old timers. Yeah, man. Yep. Oh, okay, true that. Maurice, you remember what bloodline it was? Remember what bloodline, Maurice? Yo, so it's 12:47, man. I appreciate everybody that stopped by my channel this early morning, Monday morning, and I'm gonna shut it down and get me some sleep, man. Look out for my next live. Later, y'all.